desks a learning progression. You have the rubric that we are going to start probably on Monday, and you have your project guide. And those should be out handy for you. I mentioned this yesterday, I want to cover it again, that I'm changing your proficient learning target. So originally, if you remember, it said something like students will be able to make a diagram to show how species have evolved. Okay. After we've been chatting a little bit, hearing your guys' points of view, things that you are interested in, I'm thinking that writing an essay or a paper might be better for you. It'll give you a chance to express your thoughts, your opinions, justify them, and I think that might suit you guys a little bit better. Okay, so that is changed. So I just want you to be aware that when you look at your progression, this is going to be a little different. What I want to make sure that you're aware of is we've done most of the content, right? You've learned what you need to learn. You are putting it together now and making this nice explanation, okay? So if you flip to your rubric, this is your new learning target. So your learning target says students will be able to explain the multiple lines of evidence, which you just told me about, that are used to support the theory of evolution and common ancestry. Okay? I'm going to start here. I usually start at proficient. I'm going to start at beginning this time, and we'll talk our way up. Keep in mind, you will write an essay, so that's how you're going to show this information. And at the end, we'll talk about how you get to share your own thoughts. That's going to be the last thing we talk about. So, to be beginning, you are giving me various examples, and you need to cover these 4 different types of evidence that we've really talked about. So we've got DNA, embryos, fossils, and structures. You're giving me some examples, okay, but you're not really explaining it very deeply. Okay, you're not justifying why that supports evolution. Really here you're collecting examples and you're kind of logically putting them together. One step up, so the next level of proficiency here, you're still giving me examples, you're still hitting those 4 different types of evidence, but now you're justifying with a little bit of reasoning. So it's not enough to say all the embryos look alike. Okay, that's an example. It doesn't explain, so now you would say, because they all look alike, that must suggest that they came from something similar, according to the theory of evolution. One step up to be proficient. Now you're not just taking what we've talked about in class, but you're going one step farther now and you're collecting some of that evidence on your own. So you are going to do a little bit of research. You are going to cite sources. So these are academic sources, they're credible, they're probably scientific, okay? They're published. I've got some links for you. That's where we'll go next, and I've got some links for you for where to start searching. But now it's saying it's not enough to just use all of the examples we've already talked about in class and putting them together and justifying. Now I'm going to find some more evidence, some actual scientific evidence that's out there. Okay, and there's your proficient. Beyond proficient is the next step up. Now it's saying, hey, I've laid out all of the evidence for you. I've explained it. I've cited it. Okay, I've given you my sources, and then here's what I think. You kind of have 2 options. You can say something like, I accept the theory of evolution because, okay, so here's your claim. You could say I accept. You're referring to the evidence, and you're justifying why you accept the theory. Okay. You may also choose to say, I reject the theory of evolution because, and you still need to refer to the evidence that you talked about in your essay, but now you're going to give justification for why you reject that evidence. Okay? And that's okay. Either way is okay. The big skill here is to be able to justify. And that's something that goes way beyond science. Okay, it goes way beyond evolution. Think about any time you're trying to explain yourself to someone, if you don't give justification for why you think what you think, chances are your argument's not as strong as it